When talking about the 2025 offensive tackle prospects, there always seems to be three names that are brought up at the top of everyone's board. We've talked about LSU's left tackle Will Campbell and Texas left tackle Kelvin Banks in previous videos. But Campbell's teammate on the right side has caught many people's attention, and some people asked if he is the best tackle in the draft class, and that is LSU right tackle Emeryjones. A player who has been incredibly productive for the Tigers and has displayed incredible athleticism. How high could we ultimately see Jones get taken in the 2025 NFL Draft? That is what we'll be going over in today's video. But hey guys, the September Super Weekend is here, so we'll be having a ton of these prospect spotlights going up throughout the weekend. If you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Also, be sure to check out my Patreon, where for $5 a month, you guys will get exclusive access to my big board, my in-depth draft guide, prospect interviews, and so much more. It is some of the best work I have ever done, and I highly recommend checking it out. Leave a comment and let me know who you want to see in a future video, and without further ado, let's take a closer look at Emeryjones. Jones has kind of fallen under the radar, considering so many people view Will Campbell as a superstar player at the top of the draft board. But Jones has been incredibly productive for the Tigers over the last couple of seasons. In 708 snaps for LSU in 2023, Jones allowed 18 pressures, 15 hurries, and 2 sacks on the season, which are overall really solid numbers. His 2024 season has been a step up from last year, as in 276 snaps, he has allowed just 3 pressures with 0 sacks. He's been very solid, and many people have asked the question on if he is the better tackle on LSU. I think the biggest standout trait with Emeryjones is his athleticism. His foot speed is absolutely fantastic, and he moves incredibly well. I think it showed most as a run blocker. He showcased the ability to pull in the run game and move into the second level, and he made so many impact blocks in that area, contrast to what the PFF grades may say. He has incredible quickness to get to the second level and get to his spots, and I think he could even make a transition to guard as a result because he is such a fantastic athlete. I also think Jones has very good technique. Similarly to Will Campbell, Jones has very good hands for the position. He knows how to set defenders up, counter the hands of rushers, and he has very good footwork to go along with it. He has a very strong anchor and is light enough on his feet to get back in the play if he does lose a step. I think he has very good overall technique, and he plays with great pad level as well. Jones also has very good size for the position. He is 6'6", 315 pounds, and has an overall very good frame. But as previously mentioned, I think he does have some line versatility. Jones has taken snaps at right guard in his career, and his size does profile as both a guard and tackle. With his athleticism, I think teams could view him as a potential line versatile prospect. The biggest issue in Emeryjones' game is that he does have the tendency to allow a step on his outside shoulder. There are 2 reasons for this. Number 1, he did have some struggles against quicker pass rushers, and they seemed to be able to beat him off the snap. Once he got comfortable, he had the quickness and the foot speed to get back into the play and protect his quarterback, but that's not something you want to see from a star tackle, and with better athletes in the NFL, that is a struggle. The other thing he did was he did have the tendency to chip inside and be what we call an inside striker. He focused more of his attention to the interior of the defense at times, and that caused him to lose another step to the outside. I think it's something he can definitely fix in his game, but if he does not, that's going to be something that's very problematic for him at the league, and it's not going to fly, and it could get him played at guard as a result. The other area Jones did struggle in was his run blocking angles. While he is a dominant blocker in the run department, he did struggle at times to make proper angles and connect in the second level. Too many times he felt out of control in the run game, and I'd like to see that get cleaned up. Emery Jones is a fantastic player who has all the athleticism and movement skills that you look for in a starting offensive tackle. I love his versatility, and he's been incredibly productive, but I do have some concerns with how he played against speed and the fact that he does tend to lose a step to the outside. So when people ask me if he is the better tackle on LSU, I have to say no. I think Will Campbell does a better job in terms of being more consistent. I think he's got better hands, and he is just a little bit better at pass protection. Jones is my number 3 offensive tackle in the class because he is so athletic and fundamentally sound, and I think he will have a role, whether that be at tackle or guard in the NFL. He grades out as a top 30 player in the draft for me. Jones is a perfect fit in these zone rushing schemes. Typically, you look for more athletic tackles who can lead the running back in these Shanahan-type offenses, which seemingly the entire league runs at this point. His athleticism and upside in the run game, his ability to get into the second level, make some powerful blocks, and lead the running back makes him a perfect fit for a heavy zone blocking scheme. It might not seem like an amazing comparison based on name value, but Emery Jones reminds me a lot of Green Bay Packers tackle Zach Tom. Tom has been one of the more underappreciated players in the NFL over the last few years, and through 3 weeks of the NFL season is one of 2 players who has yet to allow a pressure. A player with both inside and outside versatility and the ability to make plays in both the run and passing game, I really like what Tom has become. He's a great athlete that has awesome technique, and I think Jones has a very similar skill set. Emery Jones is an exceptional tackle. He has athleticism and quickness, he has great hands and footwork, and he has the versatility to line up anywhere on the line. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he flies off the board around the combine, and ultimately, I believe that Emery Jones will be a first-round pick in the 2025 NFL Draft.